Hey, it's Warren Sprouse again. This is the Bible Forum. It is January 28, 2018, and we are here for the next couple of hours. I want to talk to you about some events that have popped up this week, come into the radar, some of the moral issues. There have been changes at Planned Parenthood. You've probably heard about them. Cecile Richards, longtime head of that organization, is reportedly stepping down as president of Planned Parenthood amid an ongoing federal investigation into the nation's largest abortion provider. In 2015, numerous Planned Parenthood employees and high-ranking officials told undercover journalists the organization was harvesting body parts of unborn children, including intact heads. Gruesome concept. It exchanged these human body parts for money from companies and universities. Research. These undercover videos, which spurred 5 congressional investigations, prompted Planned Parenthood to claim it stopped taking money for organ harvesting, despite the organization's repeated claims that its behavior was completely legal. That's how warped these people are. According to a recent report out of Canada, not only is the federal government there not pro-life, not pro-traditional marriage, but actually making it harder for those who are, making it more difficult for them to find and to pay employees. They said the job program in the crosshair, the Canadian controversy, is the summer job programs funded by government grants. It is officially called the Canada Summer Jobs Program. Very creative. The problem many on the right have with this program is that it has nothing to do with the jobs it subsidizes. Justin Trudeau's Liberal government changed the application process for Canada Summer Jobs after vowing last year to stop pro-life groups from receiving grants through the federal program. So now, Employment Minister Patty, I can't pronounce her last name, added the requirement that employers sign an attestation that their, quote, core mandate, unquote, supports reproductive and transgender rights. Online applicants must check off the attestation or the application is void. So in Canada, you can't even get a summer job unless you agree with their moral code. That's progress. We've also made some progress toward cloning humans. Using the same process used to clone Dolly, the sheep, remember? Scientists have successfully cloned monkeys. You've probably seen them on television. Cute little things. They even look alike. Scientists in Shanghai have created 2 long-tailed macaws that are genetically identical. That's what they report. The 2 cute little monkeys have been named Hua Hua and Zhong Zhong. In wake of the success, Mu Ming Pu of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, located in Shanghai, said, quote, the barrier of cloning primate species is now overcome. They're talking about you. You're in that chain. One day. I don't want to live long enough to see it. Not sure about you. Democrats are not willing to protect some babies born alive. That seems to be a truism if you look at how they are orienting their money and their efforts, their speeches, and their life. A bill put to a vote this past Friday was called the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act. And it proposes exactly what the name suggests, that children born alive as a result of an abortion, the survivors of an abortion, be protected. And nearly every Democrat in the House of Representatives voted against it. Now, I happen to have a grandson. By adoption, whose mother tried to abort him at 5 months of gestation. He was here tonight for supper. He's about 5 foot tall. He's 13 or 14 years old. Strong, healthy young man. He has hearing problems. And he has some coordination problems, nothing you would notice. To quote the bill, it requires, quote, any health care practitioner who is present when a child is born alive following an abortion or attempted abortion to, 1, exercise the same degree of care as reasonably provided to any other child born alive at the same gestational age. I say, I know, you and I, we thought that's what they've been doing. No, they throw them in a bucket and let them die. Or worse. And second, to ensure that such child is immediately admitted to a hospital. They are about this big. I saw him. If it further stipulated, quote, even if Roe v. Wade articulated an unqualified right on the part of a woman to end her pregnancy, the pregnancy would now be over. That's just simple logic. And no right to end the pregnancy would require at this moment the death of that child. Yet 183 of the 189 Democrats who voted in the House declined to support that measure. Oh, and progressive Democrats run California. California State Assembly Bill 1884 states this bill would prohibit a food facility as specified where food may be consumed on the premises from providing single-use plastic straws to consumers unless requested by the consumer. Waitstaff would face a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a fine of up to $1,100 if he or she simply assumes the customer wanted or needed a straw. Did you get that? You can kill a baby, but you'll go to jail if you hand me a straw I did not ask for in California. Do you follow the Oscars at all? They tell me they had a big meeting, or maybe they're going to have one. I try very hard not to pay any attention to those people. They are fakes on every level. They're actors. Remember that. Acclaimed actor Guillermo del Toro, I never heard of him, received near universal praise for his violent romantic fantasy entitled Shape of Water. It garnered 13 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, and many more. Did you see it? After they had it on, or if they haven't, or they will you go see it? Because it's a winner. The movie is about a mute janitor. Cannot speak. She is a woman named Eliza, who falls in love with an amphibious creature being studied by scientists and the American military in the 1960s. Through the course of the movie, Eliza teaches the beast very basic sign language because she herself is deaf. In the movie, Del Toro has already established that Eliza is a sexual woman. So when Eliza gets her chance to consummate her relationship with this saltwater beast, she does so. And somehow none of this is weird. Do this with any other non-human creature, you'd go to jail. The movie is subtitled Social Preparation.